Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. A new era begins here in Indy as the Jags and Colts are underway to begin the new season. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the... Coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready, set.
And Richardson will throw to start out here. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he goes out right around the 39. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Richardson to throw off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Play action. Now Richardson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
4 seasons in the league, and even with the addition of the #1 overall pick to his defense last year, Allen remained the face of the Jaguars' pass rush. Again, led his team with 7 sacks and a career-high 4 forced fumbles.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Off the option, here's Taylor. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
One of the great coaches in football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. He's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Complete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Touchdown, Jaguars! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action with Richardson. Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here we go. Hurt. Right there, go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Richardson looking to throw. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
All right, let's go.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville.
Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On the set.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Rocco 80. Ready,
Now Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
Big Lion. Ready.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Now Richardson.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by McManus is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Now Lawrence.
Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
11, Haggett. 13, Luke.
They go play action now. Lawrence
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
DeAndre Swift.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the type of run we expect out of Taylor. We all remember his all-pro season in 2021, leading the league in yards and touchdowns. Not quite those heights in 2022 when he missed time with an injury, but in only 11 games, still reached nearly 900 yards. When he's healthy, tough to find a better runner in the league.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On third down, here's Richardson. Able to find his man, Woods.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. 21 yards there on third down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them. They miss tackles, they miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
11.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Think right. Go.
Here's Lawrence.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
He completes it to Ridley. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Think right open.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
On the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. That complete to Downs.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
On red.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's going to take another shot here. It got his man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards.
Hey,
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards.
11.
And the Jaguar first down.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
All right, let's go. Sink right. Go. 13, Lou.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Decent 24.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Lions. Roll.
Up the middle. Here's Taylor.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
65 yards.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jags, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.